Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy UTX the Archangel, the undiscovered talent of YouTube and Twitch. Follow your boy on Twitch, link to that will be in the description box below, as well as on the screen right now. As well in the description box below is a link tree to all my pages, my merchandise, my support pages, everything. All linked in the description box below. Today's video, before I get into that, hope you all are feeling good, looking, and smelling good. Gotta continue the intro, do all those things the algorithm likes so much, which is liking the video, subscribing to the channel, hitting the bell icon if you want to be notified when your boy uploads. Support the growth of the undiscovered talent. Anyways, today's video is about Destiny, mostly about the Crucible, as well as generally Trials of Osiris. Now, before I get into this, spicy ass topic that I'm about to go into, I know exactly what comment back I will get for this video. I know there will be someone who will complain about my complaints, people who will be against what I'm going to say in this video, people who are going to say, well, Ark, you're just bad at the game, or going to say, Ark, stop solo queuing and Destiny. The usual generic responses you get whenever you say something that goes against, the grain, essentially. And we're about to go against the grain. I've made very positive Destiny videos up to this point, and today's one of them days where it is not going to be positive at all. It's just not. And it's not because I'm mad at the game. It's not because I hate the game. Personally, I want to see Destiny excel. Destiny is viewed as a casual game, and not even just by me. It's viewed by a casual game by even its top content creators. I watch a lot of videos from people like Dado. I can't pronounce some of the other guys' names, but True Vanguard as well. But every single one of the top creators with Destiny on YouTube and on Twitch, I watch their videos and I hear what they say. And all of them say Destiny is not a competitive game. It's not a serious game. It's not, an esport, essentially. Like, a lot of games right now have become more esport centric games, whereas Destiny's not. Destiny's a casual game. Even if you yourself are competitive, even if you yourself try hard, it's still a casual game at its core. So with that being said, Trials of Osiris. Trials of Osiris is meant to be the pinnacle of competitive nature in Destiny. It's meant to be where you go if you feel like you're, the upper echelon of the community, if you feel like you're good enough to test your mantle against some of the other players in the game. The issue with Trials of Osiris is its matchmaking doesn't coincide with the ideal of Trials of Osiris. Trials of Osiris, for those who don't play Destiny, think of it as Destiny ranked, air quotes, without actually being a ranked system. So if you think about something like Apex and you're playing ranked, Trials of Osiris will be equal to like Predator. If you're playing Siege, it's equal to like, if you can go flawless, at least if you can go flawless in Trials, it's like reaching the top rank in any other shooter, any other game. That's how like serious Trials of Osiris is, going flawless, not losing a single freaking game. It's easy, and I say it's easy as someone who hasn't done it in Destiny 2, but who has done it in Destiny 1. And the reason why I say it's easy, because if you are a 3-stack team of good players, you're going to go flawless. Because the way the Destiny matchmaking works is there's a very decent chance you might get an easy road to flawless. Especially if you're doing it on Fridays or Saturdays. Sundays, there's a rank pool to where basically all those who are on a flawless ticket play each other. So someone who's flawless is going to lose to someone else who's going to try to get flawless. But Friday and Saturday, it's RNG. You can legit be a 3-stack of the best players in the game, and you're just gonna cream a bunch of like solos and randos who are playing together. That's what happened to me. I want to be honest with you. I played almost 6 hours of Trials of Osiris on a Friday, and in those 6 hours, I won 6 games. The pause is there for you to think about that. I solo queued. I soloed Trials, and for 6 hours, doing that solo, I won 6 total games, 121 total rounds. Do the math on that if you play Trials of Osiris. Won 6 games out of 6 hours. 6 hours. I got the pinnacle on my 3 characters. That's kind of like all I cared about. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I play Destiny Crucible, I don't care about winning. I don't care about losing. All I care about is getting my pinnacles. Just trying to get the gear, level up. In that time frame, the 6 hours, the 6 wins and 21 rounds, every game was against a full stack. Every single game for 6 hours was against a full stack. Think about that. Someone who's solo queuing is playing 3 stacks for 6 hours every single game, not every other game, every single game. Every single one was against 3 stacks. In majority of those games, I was playing against teams who just got to the lighthouse, as in them beating me in my randos got them to the lighthouse. Majority, like I kept seeing it on a freaking sidebar of like they got the way to the lighthouse. Just kept happening. So not only am I playing against 3 stacks for 6 hours, I'm playing against people who are already, on their 7th win, their 8th win, their 9th win, whatever. Got how many wins? You think it's 9 wins. Whatever. But like they're literally just getting to lighthouse on my team. I had a couple games, my team just like it would get 3-0 or 4-0. My team would just jump off the map. That was starting to happen. And like there's like at least 3. I remember there being 3 games, myself included. We just jumped off the freaking map. We're not going to put in effort against teams we have no chance against. I'm a good player at shooters. Everyone knows that. You see these gameplays, you see these clips. I'm pretty decent at the game. I don't, however, think I'm great enough to beat 3 stacks by myself. And again, here comes the, well, don't solo queue. Shut up. I think I just now, like, as much as I've played Destiny since, the first game, as much as I've been trying to get back into the swing of things when it comes to Destiny now, I have just now started. I'll say like a month and a half of actually playing Crucible seriously. Now I'm still trying to like build up a Crucible, build essentially. Having like the proper stats for Crucible when it comes to my armor, things like that. Trying to get the perfect weapon for Crucible. I'm just now doing all that. I'm basically newborn baby when it comes to Crucible, or Evangelicus when it comes to Crucible, because I'm just now getting back into it. So considering that, let's just say I'm an average player because I'm just getting into swinging things when it comes to Crucible. An average player at Destiny who's solo queuing and against good players who are in a 3-stack who are already halfway through their flawless ticket for 6 hours. Not once did I play against a duo. Not once did I play against any other solos. Just for 6 hours. That's rough. That's rough. And when it comes down to it, it's Trials of Osiris. I'm okay with the thought process that Trials is supposed to be difficult, but make it actually difficult for not just people who are solo queuing, but for the actual players. What that means is have a queue-based system. Meaning if someone's in a 3-stack, they're only playing against other 3-stacks. If someone's in a duo queue, they're only playing against other duos. Have solos play against solos. You can kind of do it to where if you can't find any solos for playing together, then you put those solos with duos. But you should never have solos playing against 3-stacks, especially after 6 hours. Especially after 6 hours. That's insane. You think about that. That's an insane number to think about. This isn't like an exaggeration either. Every number I'm mentioning to you I'm being literal. It's not an exaggeration. It's all literal. 6 wins, 6 hours, 21 minutes. All 3-stacks. While solo queuing. The other thing is, this game needs, especially for Trials, like, you can get away with when it comes to Iron Banner, you can get away when it comes to like actual regular Crucible. Trials of Osiris, it should be based on skill-based matchmaking. I know everyone hates skill-based matchmaking because everyone doesn't want to play, they don't want to sweat, but it's a sweat game mode. It's a sweaty game mode. So yes, you should have a queue-based system. Yes, you should have skill-based matchmaking. Trials of Osiris is meant to be the pinnacle of Destiny Crucible. Let's compare Trials of Osiris to the pinnacle Crucibles, pinnacle PvP of other games. I mentioned Apex before. Apex, the top rank is Apex Predator. And in order for you to get Apex Predator, you got to play through Diamonds. You got to play through Platinum. You got to play through Masters. When you get to Masters, you're playing against other Predators. When you're a Predator or Master, you're playing against other Predators and other Masters on exact same lobbies. You're not playing against golds and silvers and bronzes when you're Predator. You're not playing against golds, silvers, and bronzes when you're Master. Rainbow Six Siege, a game that that favors queue systems. If you're in a 5-stack, the game's going to take a while to get you a match because it's going to try to prioritize finding another 5-stack. If it can't, they'll put you against a 4-stack. And it'll keep trying to put you up against as many stacks as possible until they can't find a 5-stack or 4-stack or 3-stack. If you're a diamond against Siege, you're playing against other diamonds. You're not playing against silvers and golds and bronzes. If you're a champion in Siege, you're playing against other champions in high diamond. That's it. Like, you're playing against people who are on your playing field, who are on your level, who are on your skill. And that's how it is in almost every single shooter that has a competitive mode. You don't play against people who are below you. You play against people who are literally your skill. You can, again, I say this again. Crucible, have at it. Crucible can have at it, and when it comes to control and eliminations and things like that, you can RNG. Who cares? Then it comes to Iron Banner. But Trials of Osiris, which may be the pinnacle of the Destiny experience of PvP, needs to be actually based on skill and a queue system. Otherwise, going flawless means nothing. If people are going flawless on the other team jump off the map for the last 2 rounds, that doesn't mean that they're so good at Destiny that they can go flawless. It just means for 2 rounds a team decided, fuck this shit, jump off the map. It's not impressive to go flawless in Destiny 2 if you're a good team playing against bad teams, playing against people who are solos, people who have no communication, who are new, who are like, I wouldn't say new to the game, but like at least just now learning how to play the PvP experience. Because Destiny PvP is a whole different beast than Destiny PvE on how the game is played, what weapons to use, how your stats should be looking like when it comes to that, and what exotics you should be running, what armor you should be running, things like that. It's a whole different beast. Your PvP, your flawless, your trials don't mean shit. I'm not impressed by Trials of Osiris players when it comes to like their flawless, because they're not playing against other people who are on their skill level. They're playing against average players who are solo queuing. They just happen to get put up against a 3-stack. I'm curious if Bungie would show the statistics. How many people go flawless on Fridays versus how many people go flawless on Sundays? The Sundays is when the queue system changes to being, if you're on a flawless ticket, you play against other people on a flawless ticket. So Sundays have a more strict, more actual serious PvP setting than the rest of Trials. I wonder what the numbers are. I wonder I wonder what it shows on how many people are becoming flawless on Fridays versus Sundays. I bet you there's more people going flawless on a Friday than a Saturday than on a Sunday, because if you're a good team, an average team that's 3-stacking, you're going to steamroll a bunch of solos. A bunch of solos are going to lose interest. You're going to stop caring. I stopped caring. I first started playing, I was ready to go. I had my primary. This is across 3 characters, by the way. I played with all 3 of my characters throughout this 6-hour time frame, and I only won 6 total using those 3 characters because I'm gonna get my pinnacles. It's 50 points for each character, 3 pinnacles. And so like I was trying, I was ready to go, and like I just kept playing against 3-stacks, and more and more and more, I just lost the urge to care, lost the urge to win, and I just stopped. I literally just playing just not even like for actual like win, playing just get enough to get my pinnacle, just enough to get a pinnacle. And this isn't like this wasn't like how I was last time. The previous week of Trials was actually kind of fun. I enjoyed myself, and I had way more freaking wins. But I also didn't play until like Saturday and Sunday, so most of the good players were already flawless. So I wasn't playing against a lot of flawless people who are trying to go flawless. You know, and even though like the first week of Trials for this season was better than this, because again, I wasn't playing against constant like stacks. I played against some, and there was one time where I did play against a bunch of stacks for like 3 hours with my Warlock. But I also got some wins against them, so it wasn't a big of a deal. And yeah, the 6 wins I got today, they were against flawless. They were against freaking 3-stacks. And I know there's people going, well, look, there's proof right there that you can beat 3-stacks. You won 6 games in 6 hours against 3-stacks. You missed the point. Think about how many like hours that is only winning 6 games. That's not a great statistic, you know. And here's the thing. And I always say this: I complain about things I want to be better. I want Destiny to be better. I'm tired of seeing people talk shit about Destiny on social media, on Game Informers, and things like that. I want Destiny to be better. That's what I want. And it can't be better if they don't make it better. You know, I watched Datto live stream today, and he literally quit a game of Trials because he was just getting frustrated dealing with freaking Shattered Dies. His entire 4 hour, the 4 hours I watched his stream was just him ranting about freaking Shattered Dies. Think about that. When one of the top creators out there is just complaining for 4 hours about one thing. And he was getting wrecked. He was solo queuing. He was getting wrecked until his friends got on, and then he started winning. Think about that. One of your top creators was getting his ass beat solo queuing. His friends started steamrolling. this game gets so much easier and better when you're in a 3-stack. And the best way to fix it is to have skills matchmaking in a queue-based system, to where if you're solo queuing, the game prioritizes other solos. If you're 3-stacking, it prioritizes three stacks. Like that. It should be rare for a solo queue to play against 3-stack, especially for 6 hours. But with all that said, as if it's video, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be safe. Y'all be kind to one another. Maybe I'll have a positive Destiny video soon for you guys. Hopefully. Because I do want this game to succeed. I've actually been enjoying Crucible a lot. That's why I've been playing it more. I've been playing it more and more and more because I'm enjoying it. I've been having fun with it. I just want Trials to be better. I want Trials to be more successful. I want Trials to not just be, you know, I don't want to say not impressive, but compared to being the highest ranks in other freaking games, it's not impressive. But anyways, that's the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.